Zinoveva. My name is Irina Zinoveva. And first of all, I want to thank you for your step to yourself, to your sexuality, to your sensuality, for taking care of your partner and wanting to give him a massage. Massage is like a dance of love. That is the name of this course that we will take together. The essence of this massage is a pleasure. I think it will not be something new for you. And the motto of this training, which I created 5 years ago, is to give pleasure and enjoy yourself in the process. And very often we can hear that relax, enjoy, but it is not clear how to do it. And if we take the example of our massage, how to relax in a massage. How do you enjoy a massage so that it's effective for your partner? So that it's not just some subtle strokes. And so that it was an effective, full-bodied, healthy, full-bodied massage. But so that you remain a soft, harmonious, dancing, enjoying woman. And that's exactly what I'm inviting you into. Let's now see how the program of our interaction, of our training, how it will be structured. The first, the very 0 point from which we will go is the point of understanding where you are now. What level is your technique? How much does your partner need a massage? How good are you at doing it? How good is your physical fitness? Your emotional connection as a couple? Your spiritual interaction as a couple? After all, these are the principles on which the massage will be based. We need to see what you need to tighten up and where you're already full in your manifestation. And after we've already identified our point A, we're going to go to point B, where you're just becoming that full, blossoming, easy woman giving massage to your man. We will have several lessons along the way, and those will be the lessons on how to create an atmosphere, a safety technique. We will also study with you the points, the marmas, how to activate them correctly. You will learn about the feminine principles of movement in massage and master a very effective technique. Here I want to say right away what technique is. Technique is when we apply a minimum of effort and get the maximum result. Min effort equals max result. This is the technique I want to teach you. And, of course, in any massage one cannot do anything without preparation of one's own body. We will learn massage and warm up, the inclusion of the hands, both on the physical level and on the energetic level. In addition to our physical body attunement, our psychological attunement and energetic attunement are also important. This will also be in our lessons. But also, of course, we will go over the technique itself, starting with the feet, legs, hips, back, arms, and head. So you'll gradually learn the whole complex, which will be a preparatory part. It's actually a basic, but quite comprehensive part to the full course of massage as a dance of love, where afterwards you can learn how to dance with your whole body. So you feel whole and filled with this magic. What I have just told you is a more complete course, which you will decide to go to after this program, because I am sure that starting from such small steps, you will want to discover and study this topic even more. I would be happy to be a guide in that journey. And, of course, a culminating and concluding massage process can be a Linda massage. This is another topic, a deeper one, about interaction with the genitals of a man just from the physical level, from the level of tantric practice and Taoist tradition. You can learn it together with me after the preparatory course. At the end, I will also share with you knowledge from Tantra, the Oriental art of love, Taoist tradition. This will be a closing massage. I want you to understand that we need massage closure techniques to properly accumulate the energy that was born during the massage, so that it goes towards the fulfillment of your desires, your goals and plans, whatever you yourself want. That's a summary of what lies ahead, and if you're ready, you can move on to the next lesson. See you later. Welcome to Lesson 2. And right away I want to point out what you're going to need. There are two options for how you can work. The first option is to print out a PDF file that you can get from the Telegram and work with it. Print out a checklist. How, I'll explain later. Or you can also download this file. If you can't print it out, then just look at the pictures, the images that are in it. Work with the checklist and the notebook. They will help you to go deeper into what I'm talking about and better understand how they're manifested in you. Next, you can take a pen, your favorite notebook, and make a chart like this. Draw your chart. On the vertical graph, put the percentages, and on the horizontal graph, just those qualities. And how we're going to work with it. I will tell you what each of these points means, and you checking with your feelings, checking the way it happens in your life, will mark the level in percentages. The first three qualities will be noted as it is in you and as it is in your partner. Beyond that, it's just what's going to touch you. What do we need this for? We need it for what you come into this training with. What qualities are more manifested? What qualities are missing? To see what we're going to work with, because this is the base, this is the foundation of our practice. And thirdly, you're going to see your growth. At the end, you're going to fill in the points about how much you've learned for yourself, because it's so important for us to understand what I've invested my time and money for, what it's given me. And this checklist is just going to help you see that. So, for those of you who will be working with the printed PDF file already, you can just cross out or sketch out somehow sections for as much percent as you feel like. Maybe something you understand for 100%, or maybe only 10%. You can draw a flower or whatever you want. For those of you who will be working with the notebooks, I explained to you that here you fill in, like a chart, 100%, 50%, or something else. And let's take these qualities apart one at a time. So, at the foundation of our practice, here are these 3 sections. These are our physical health, our physical plane, our emotional plane, and our spiritual plane. If you see, the sections are divided into 2 parts here. So I'll tell you and you look at how it's manifested in you and how it's in your partner. And let's start with the physical plane. And here you see such a joyful, happy girl. Answer yourself the question, how much strength do I feel in my body? How exercised is it? Is it flexible? Plastic? Do I practice? Regularly do I do them? Does my body need a workout? And if you feel that your body is full of strength and energy, of course it's 100%. If you feel that somewhere you want to work with it, then that's where you determine the level. And also look at how the physical plane is reflected in your partner. Is his body strong, or does he come in and feel sluggish, tired? Does he need to rest all the time, lie on the couch, and not be touched? Or does he work out every morning? He has an athletic physique and he's blazing with his physical strength. Answer. Okay. If you need more time to understand that, you can stop the video and do that with each item. Next we have the emotional plane, and here we see a picture of a satisfied girl and a couple moving forward. Emotional plane. But here we need to answer the question specifically about your emotional plan. Close your eyes and understand how safe you feel. This is a very important aspect, and it affects your psycho-emotional plan. How much care do you show as a couple? How is your support expressed? How often do you do things that you enjoy and bring you satisfaction? Let it be embroidery or going to the spa. How fulfilled do you feel? Also look at how much of the emotional level in your partner is satisfied. And if you see 20 to 30% there, that means he needs your care and support. Sometimes in cooking, sometimes in massages, and sometimes just in offering to take a walk in the park. Let's move on. And that's our spiritual plan. Here we see a couple looking at each other. I'm not going to go too deep into the concept of spirituality. Maybe the spiritual plane is too complicated of a concept. I want to simplify it to spiritual practices. Answer the questions. Are spiritual practices present in your life? It's meditation, ascesis, tantric practices, and it's also about how you view sex. Is it just a necessity? A marital obligation, as they say? Or is it something more subtle, more sensual? Something that allows you to understand each other? Is it something that elevates you and helps you overcome life's difficulties? So this is where you notice how much spiritual practice is present in the life of your partner and how sees the sex. And then we'll move on to the aspects that we're going to discuss in our class, and they will concern only you. And there will be this general question of how much knowledge you have in this or that area. So let's start with atmosphere. Answer the question, do you know how to create a cozy atmosphere? You can even go into your room, your bedroom now, and see how it is. How cozy is it? After all, it's a temple where you rest, where you love each other. Just remember, if you like to use candles somewhere, do you like to set the table? Do you use any, maybe unusual textiles in your home? How much of an element of creating coziness is present in your household? The next thing we're going to cover is setup. Here's a girl, connected to divine energies with her womb. Ask yourself, do you have any tuning techniques for yourself? Maybe you've already done some meditations, audio meditations that allow you to connect deeply with the feeling of your body, to connect with the divine flow, connect with your feminine power. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to feel your body's desires? How quickly do you get into a meditative state? Some people need 3 breaths and an exhalation. And some people need 10 minutes to calm themselves down. And as a percentage of that, either shaded or on a chart, mark how much you feel like you have that knowledge. Next, we move on to massage techniques. And here it's pretty simple. If you know how to massage your feet, massage your head, and you're already confident in it, it's already 20 to 30%. If massage is a completely unexplored area for you, well, then you can leave this space blank. Believe me, during the course you will fill it. Even if you know how to do simple massage, it's already good. And let's move on to the techniques for working with energy. Here we want to clarify this point right away. What is energy? Energy is your attention. I'm sure you've heard of it, but if you haven't, then take it as your most valuable knowledge. Where there's attention, there's energy. Where there is attention, there is energy. Energy is not something that shines out of your hands. No, it's just your attention, and how much you know how to control your attention is how strong your energy is. This is where you can answer yourself the question of how good you are at concentration techniques. Well, let's say, if you're taking on some work and you're just good enough for 10 minutes and you immediately get distracted by the phone or by some other task, then you need to work on your concentration. If you find some work and that's it, you're all in, you're immersed in it, that shows that your level of concentration is very know anything about the meridians, about how, in what direction the energy flows in the body. Maybe you have Reiki stages. That's also about being able to work with energy. If everything I've said is foreign to you, then we'll learn that and work with that as well. And lastly, here you see such a woman who is so open, enjoying her body. She's just glowing. You see, I didn't put the color green in here for nothing. That is, her love is pouring out of the Anahata, the heart chakra. And here say to yourself, how deep do you live in contentment? Do you do everything with contentment? Here tell yourself how satisfied are you when giving a massage. You dissolve into it and enjoy the process that is born, or the thoughts creep in somewhere in your reality. Oh, I'm doing something wrong there, and something feels off, and maybe it hurts, and maybe something else. At this point, tell me how much you can even enjoy blowing in the wind, eating food with pleasure, immersing yourself in an embrace. It's all about how much you're an enjoyable woman. And you know, there's a very tricky thing here. There's never 100%. Because we get to 100% and it seems like 50 for us, we want more. It's like an example with money. You make 100 grand and once it seemed like wow to you, and now it's well, okay. And in all those areas, we're always going to grow. And that's what I want to steer you toward. Never stop in your skills, your certain techniques. Here we are very narrowly focused. Here we deal with everything through a prism, through such a filter of massage. But this filter you can transfer to any aspect of your life. And bring all of this into any part of your life. And see how bright, interesting, and easy it can become. That's why I say that massage, as a dance of love, is more than a massage. It is the knowledge that we will bring to every aspect of our lives afterwards. It's a practice through which you will also close the spiritual plane. Because it will be a meditation for you. You will be closing the physical plane as well, because it will be dance for you. It will be yoga, your body will be moving. It will be closing the emotional plane. Because you'll be giving new emotions to your partner. So he won't be able to stay indifferent, he'll want to give you something in return. If he is more pumped up by money than on the material plane, this will also bring you emotional pleasure, too. All in all, I hope you've filled in and seen what level in this, shall we say, will you're on now and what level we can get to. And that's not going to be your limit. Thank you, and we are going to talk about the next lesson, which is going to be about the atmosphere. I'll see you then. I welcome you to the lesson on creating an atmosphere, and the bundle of white sage in my hand is not for nothing. I wish I could convey its amazing aroma, but it is like an element of such mysticism, shamanism, an element of purification. And this is exactly what should be present in the atmosphere that you will create. I want to say right away, so that you don't get the feeling that a massage should only take place in a certain setting with certain rituals. This is not the case at all. Massage can happen absolutely at any time. The main thing is that you have to be open to the process, to let things happen with an element of improvisation. But since we're in a training, I want to give you the complete picture of how it can be done as a ritual and how to do it as a ritual. So, there are several steps in creating an atmosphere, and the first step is clearing the space. You clean it, add some herbs, sage, wormwood, incense. Sage, wormwood, frankincense. Even an Indian romance stick would work. Maybe you can use Palo Santo wood or holy water. Use whatever you want, whatever you already know how to work with. And while you're cleaning, you're bringing your energy, your calmness into the space. You create the feeling for a man that you care about him, that you are waiting for him, that all this is for him, so that when he enters it, he is at once imbued with it. Imbued with your care, your loving kindness. Make sure that the space is warm, because the cold will interfere with deep relaxation. The body must be pleasant and comfortable. Another important point is the place where you will give the massage. A bed is fine for this, as long as it is not too soft. If you feel that the bed is too soft, then prepare a place nearby, but so that you have room to move. This also includes preparing a special perio/sheet with which you will cover your partner's body. Before the massage too, so that he feels so covered, protected. If you put yourself in his place, just imagine you walk in, it seems like an ordinary room, but it has such new notes, there is a mystery in it. There are candles burning, such a soft, pleasant light, and it can seem strange. So we need a blanket to cover the body and give a sense of security. The next point is lighting. It shouldn't be too bright, don't use lamp light. You have to use candle light. It's very soft, lively, warm. So authentic, yes, but about some of our depth, nature. It's also an element of purification. In the flame of the candle, you're going to burn the tension that you're going to take out of your partner's body. How you will do this, you will learn later. The candle flame will also burn away mental, anxious thoughts and all kinds of vanity. It doesn't matter how many candles, it can be one or several, as you already feel. The next important step is the aroma of space. Scent can be created with essential oils. And, as you already know, we can soothe with scents, we can excite, we can give strength and confidence. Because our olfactory system is the most ancient system in our brain, and through smells we can even program a man somewhere. So if you always use one smell in these kinds of intimate processes, the man will remember it and, as they call it, anchor to it. How does this work? When the same scent is present, then in some other situations this scent may no longer be present and the man will not feel the fullness of the process. This is a good defense against a man going to other women for massages. The question immediately arises, what's the use? I'm not going to talk about that separately. In the Telegram chat, you can ask for a link to a PDF file, where all the fragrances will be given, what you can use and for what. Only one very important thing is that the essential oils have to be of very high quality. Because bad quality oils can only harm you. You may get shortness of breath, some irritation, a headache. You have to be very careful here. I recommend using high therapeutic grade oils. I myself use these oils from doTERRA. It's a fairly well-known brand. The PDF file will also tell you how and where you can buy it. There are also other brands on the internet, and you can read reviews about them. If you can't afford to buy expensive good oils, then don't include it in your program. But remember that it is a tool of a high efficiency, because it is an immune plant. It is highly concentrated, means not only for creating ambience, but also for healing, for adding a bright flavor to food, yes, because doTERRA can be used in food. Spheres of use of essential oils, aromatherapy, disease treatment, cosmetology, cooking. For example, when I make chocolate, I add peppermint oil and the chocolate turns out minty. You can use essential oils with a diffuser. You can use an aroma lamp, or I like the method when I just dilute essential oils with water, add a drop of salt and dilute it with water, and then just sprinkle the area. And it also turns out very fragrant and delicious. How do you use essential oils? We've talked about cleansing, about fragrances, and the third element will hit our ears. Very often I've encountered the stereotype that if you're getting an erotic massage, it means that the music should be in the style of From Dusk Till Dawn or 9.5 Weeks. But it's not so, because this social music will only excite the restless mind of men who come from work and solve a lot of issues there. And we need to calm him down. And the music will also help us in this, if it is neutral. It can be the surf of a wave, some pleasant female vocal, the rustle of leaves, the singing of birds, or the sounds of the night forest. If there are frequent mantras in your home, then they won't work either, because they will be quite familiar. Music recommendations will be found in the links below this lesson on SoundCloud, where there will be some tunes that work very well for this. You don't have to trawl the vast expanse of the internet to find such music. I want you to be very attentive to this step of preparing for the massage. Include all your femininity, all your care and tenderness in order to prepare a space of love, in which the man will feel like a god. Clean it. Decorate it. Make it fragrant. Make it pleasant to the ear. And you will see that this alone will allow you to enter a state of meditation. It will introduce an element of mysticism, of shamanism. It will be a beautiful, memorable ritual. Be that woman who creates comfort around herself, not just in preparation for a massage, but always. Welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, we will discuss the basic concepts of the massage movement, and I will also share preparatory exercises that will help you to tune your body to the new movement and to make it easy for your body while you are doing the massage. I beg you, take full responsibility for doing the exercises. It is very important. Take a few days to do it. At least for 2 or 3 days in the morning, in the evening, when you have free time. Do these exercises and do the following lessons on tuning, on safety measures. But today's lesson is especially important and you should do it every day. To engage your body. To train your body. Because a good masseur is a healthy masseur. And like I said, we can't give what we don't have. And if we feel tightness in our body, if it's blocked, that's what we're going to pass on in the massage. So first we need to work with ourselves a little bit to give a healthy and quality contact to our partner. So, let's move on to the basic concepts. There are 3 basic keys to massage. They are breathing, movement, and meditation. If these 3 keys are present in your massage, it will be easy and filling for you, and deep and relaxing for your partner. I also like to include the sound in this process. But that's a more subtle element. And it will depend on you if you're ready to go into the sound, into your voice. For example, exhale with a relaxed sound. It will also be very pleasing to your partner. He will hear your mood. Through your voice, he will touch your essence, your nature. In fact, time after time, as you massage, you will notice how this element is naturally incorporating into your practice. I won't say much about sound, What I've outlined is already enough. The breath itself is more important to us. For a good relaxed deep breath, we need a relaxed jaw. And for the next few days, just massage your face. Relax your jaw. Just do those exhalations through your mouth. We need this so that during the massage you can breathe deeply and freely. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your relaxed mouth. Let's do it together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And another inhale. And a relaxed exhalation. Also, the breath will be connected to your movement. On the inhale, you'll take your hands off your partner's body. Fill it with the energy. And on the exhale, you'll touch again. And every movement you make will be in sync with your inhalation and exhalation. The second basic principle is the movement of our body. And in this technique, we don't use the muscular power of the hands. Everything comes through the natural biomechanics of our body. We just use the proper distribution of our weight. Here in the preparatory exercises, it will be important for you to learn to feel your body, to hold its axis, and then include the feminine principles of movement. Now we will move on to the exercises. First, we need to learn the principle of movement in the body, which is called rhythmic swaying. You can sit in different positions, or you can put a cushion underneath. If you have trouble just sitting on the floor. The main thing is to be comfortable. I'm going to stay in this position. And here make sure that your back is straight. And start swaying from side to side. Feeling how your weight is distributed. Gentle, relaxed swaying. Let's also incorporate the practice of breathing and movement at the same time. Deep, slowed, relaxed breathing. And when you are swaying from side to side a few times, do some movements back and forth. Feel how, by transferring your center, your weight, your body is weighted down. This is exactly the principle that we're going to use in building pressure. We're not going to squeeze harder with our arms, we're just going to carry our weight more, controlling it through our center. And so is the next movement. It's a circular movement. We connect the forward and sideways movements. The top of your head is reaching into the sky. You feel your hips, your pelvic bones on the floor or the cushion. And you rotate. Inhale. Breathe out. Inhale. Breathe out. Let's connect the breath with the movement on this principle. When you feel like you're getting light somewhere in this position, when you center, it's like you're getting light. When you're getting light, you're rising with your inhalation. When you get heavy, you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's turn on the hands now. Just put your hands in front of you. Open up your fingers a little bit. We do the same swaying, but with our hands. And let's notice how the weight is distributed on the palms. Feel in which part of the palm you feel the most pressure and weight. And most likely, you'll find that it's the base of the palm. This is exactly the part of the hand through which we will have pressure. Next, look. When you transfer your weight, your arms stay straight in the elbows and wrists. Don't bend your arms. As soon as you can even try, bend your arm, that's it, the weight has gone somewhere. It's like it's gone. And let's try to intensify this movement by lifting your hips. Lift your hips. I'm going to go a little bit further. Just like that, so you can see it. And then keep your leverage straight. Your shoulders shouldn't go forward, there shouldn't be too backward. About 90 degrees. That will be your basic position, so to speak. And now it's important for you to find a position where you feel comfortable, where you don't feel too much tension. For example, if you take your weight forward, it's important to feel the tension in your arms. Here, find a comfortable position in both your legs and your arms. And let's roll the weight from side to side again. This is our basic movement. Keeping your elbows straight. And in the same way, let's do circular movements. Feel carefully how your weight is distributed. That's good. And do a few circular movements in the other direction. In this position, practice another movement and connect it with the breathing cycle. The movement will be like this. On the inhale, take your hands off. And on the exhale, put them back on the floor and sway. Inhale. Exhale. Here you can use this circular movement in the body as you go up and down through the circle. The other way, up and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. And swaying. Inhale. Breathing out. We need it so that you know how to synchronize your pressure with your breath. The next exercises will deal with the women's concepts of movement in massage. And for that we need, so to speak, to develop and relax your hips. How can you do this? You can stay in that position and rotate your hips only. Circular movements to one side and to the other side. You can do it in a standing position. In this format, to one side and to the other side. And you can do it in the pussycat position. Here it's important to me that you make waves in your hips, swaying to one side and to the other. Make sure that the movement is coming from the hips, not from the shoulders. See, it's from the shoulders. The impulse is coming from the hip, from the hip, from the hip and to the spine. And your spine becomes flexible. But first it's important to train the base when you're just carrying the weight. And then you add the hips. And circular movements with the hips, too. The shoulders stay in place and only the hips rotate. And the other way. Here are some simple exercises that you'll need to do. The first is a simple rocking motion. The second is a swaying with your arms. The third is rocking forward, backward. The fourth is adding a circular motion. Fifth, just the hips. Or in this position, just the hips. Leaving the chest in place as much as possible and rotating only the hips. In the pussycat position, we practice rocking. At first just swinging, when we transfer the weight from one arm to the other, making sure that the elbows are straight. We synchronize with breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, give up. Inhale. Exhale, give up. And movements of the hips. In a circular motion. Shoulders in place. And swaying from side to side. When the impulse comes from the hip, a wave running down the spine and passes into the arms. I hope you remembered. If you don't, you can write it down for yourself. It can be such a morning wake-up complex. Maybe you can add back movements, something you like. I showed you what we need for the massage. Now it all depends on your trust in me and your willingness to practice. The third principle of the massage technique as a dance of love is the state of meditation. On the one hand, it may seem that it can be done without it. But this is a very, very important thing. Because all of our interaction comes from our inner state. And meditation helps us to become attuned to that inner state. Meditation helps to be fully included in the moment. Meditation will help tune into the same wave between you. It will create a healing atmosphere and a feeling of spiritual interpenetration, mutual understanding. To meditate means to be completely absorbed in the present moment of being that we are allowed to experience, to live through. Through this, we learn the nature of being, the wisdom of living life to the fullest. I have studied various meditation techniques, but the most effective and accessible, useful technique for us is the ability to concentrate on our breath. This technique is present in absolutely different traditions, both Buddhism and the basics of Vipassana. And even any meditation you incorporate will begin by saying, "Pay attention to your breath." So let's close our eyes now. Take a deep breath and a relaxed exhale. On the inhale, notice how the cool air passes through your nostrils and touches your throat, how your stomach fills up. On the exhale, notice the sensations in your stomach, your lungs, your throat, and the warmth at the edge of your nostrils as the air comes out of them. Inhale again. The cool air enters your inner space. Exhale. You warm the space with your breath. Inhale and exhale. If memories begin to come, any worries, make an effort and go back to watching the breath. Starting with 30 seconds, gradually increase this time to 10 to 15 minutes, or as much as you have the opportunity. That's the kind of simple meditation concentrating on your breath will help you not only in massage, but in life in general. And in conclusion, let's combine all those principles that you and I talked about. That was breathing. Now you know how to meditate, to concentrate on the breath. And that rhythmic swaying. Let's close our eyes. Sit in the lotus pose or the warrior pose, whatever you're comfortable with. Or here's my favorite pose, the diamond pose. Combine meditation, movement, and breathing. Let's try it. Inhale. Concentrate on the breath. Breathing out. Movement. Inhale. Relaxed exhalation through the mouth. A calm, gentle movement. It could be spinning, rocking from side to side, whatever you're comfortable with. Melt into the moment. Melt into your movement. In your breath. Feel a total presence. There is only space. Your soft breathing, your natural, graceful, calm movement. Inhale and exhale. Find your relaxation in that. Find your calmness and your strength in it. Observe any sensations, any emotions that will come. Don't dwell on them. Just exhale and relax. Let life happen. Let your body breathe, dance. Now you can get out of the pattern of movement and just start opening up. Moving in all directions. Let yourself be free. Let any movement come alive. Feeling your hot, your light breathing. Observing the calm, quiet mind. Deep breaths. Exhale. Embrace yourself. And say, I have myself. I feel. I am alive. I am tenderness. I am caring. I am a woman. am a woman. I am love. Another inhale, relaxed exhale. Slowly come out of this state. Open your eyes and thank yourself for finding the opportunity. Finding the time to engage yourself, your body. Finding the strength to hear yourself. To accept and enjoy. In the same way, I thank you for your attention. In this lesson, I want to give special exercises that you can do during the day. They will help you to include your hands, to make them more sensual and flexible, and to avoid joint pain. Because from the lack of habitual stress on the joints during a massage can subsequently cause discomfort. So before we start learning the massage techniques themselves, and before you start doing the massage, you need to include your hands. I will give you several complexes, and you will choose which one suits you best, which one turns you on more and responds to you more. The first complex is taken from traditional Chinese medicine. It allows you to activate the meridians in the arms and relax the back. The exercises are very simple, performed 36 times. The first thing is to relax the arms. Let's do a little bit of this shaking. And then 36 strokes with the base of the thumbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands relax. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, now you can feel that slight vibration in your hands. The next thing is the strokes between the thumbs. One side and then the other. 1, 2. Here the thumbs are taut, very taut and turned on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 21, 22, 23, 28, 29, 30. Breathe easy. 36. And change the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Shook it up some more. Relax it between exercises. And then I stretch the fingers again. And now we're kind of connecting all the other fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, relax. Now we bang our hands against each other. The same way, 36 times. The hands can be relaxed at first. If you want to strengthen them, you can clench one hand into a fist. So, 36 times. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Sometimes there may be these painful sensations, but that's good, because it's already working on the trigger points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Let's rub your hands together a little more and just observe how you feel. Could be cold, warm, tingling, vibrating. Maybe some numbness. So you have to pay more attention to your hands and knead them. It's actually a very useful set I wanted to share with you. You don't have to use it before every massage. But if during the day, if you feel tired, your back is tired, or you need to get back on, you can do it and see how the new strength comes in. So just take that into your piggy bank of knowledge. Now let's break down the specialized massage exercises. And the first thing we have to do before we start the massage is to clear our hands, to clear the channels. We do it in the following way. We take your middle and index finger, put them around your finger and pull them off with effort. And at the end there is a little snap of the finger. Try it. Yeah, good for you. And that's what we do 2 times on each finger. The index finger, 2. Middle finger, 2. Ring finger. And the little finger. And now with the other hand the same thing. Circular movement in 2 times. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Don't be sorry here. Just squeeze hard. Squeeze right around your finger. Why are we doing it twice? 2 times is just the right amount that cleanses everything. Next we can turn on the fingers. And here we use an exercise called tantric applause. What does it look like? Relax your hands and start tapping with your fingertips. And it's like, it's like a very quiet clap. It's like a dull clap. Don't strain your fingers. If you tense your fingers, that's not it. Fingers relaxed. The fingers are relaxed and now the pads are tapping. Now you can relax your hands and there will be this kind of wave. If we do this slow motion, there will be soft wave-like movements. And here you're clapping, too. Clap with the base of your wrist and also with your fingers. Let's clap for at least 30 seconds. You can put it down. I mean, what happens? This movement doesn't involve the center of the palm, just the base and the fingertips. Come on, a little more, a little more, a little more. Well done. A few more breaths in and out. And I think that's enough. Oh, always after this exercise, as they say, my hands are buzzing. A very, very powerful activation happens. Your hands become really healing. Feel a nice heaviness in your left and right hand. A nice light tingling sensation. Good. And one more exercise. It's pretty well known. I think if you didn't know it, you would even do it intuitively, because when you start to massage, our hands should be warm. They have to be pleasant. And we warm them up with this kind of rubbing. Let's do it harder. Let's do it harder. Rubbing, rubbing, rubbing. Oh, it's so hot. That's good. Keep the heat between your palms. Feel the heat between your palms. And let's channel it into your heart. Feel it. The heat from your hands filling your heart. If you feel like touching your stomach, maybe your kidneys, your knees, your face, you can direct that heat to the part of your body that needs attention right now. Let's warm up again. Feel that part of the body that wants attention, and warm it with the warmth of your hands. Okay. We've cleared, turned on, warmed up. Doing these 3 exercises will be enough before the massage. Now let's look at the exercises that will help prepare your wrists so that there is no pain in the process. First of all, we need to warm them up. Put your palm around your wrist and make rotating motions so that you feel a nice heat, warmth in your wrist. And the other one, come on. Good. Now that we've warmed them up, now we can stretch them out a little bit. How do we do that? We bring the hand forward, put the fingers down, and with the other hand, look, here's where the thumb rests on the hand, and we stretch the palm. From the side, it looks like this. Tighten, stretch the wrist down. So let's do this exercise like you're doing a wave. 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 That's good. That opens up the palm. Makes the joints more flexible. That's good. Give me the other hand. Thumb into the hand. Let's just pull first. You can go down. Yeah, that's good. And on yourself. And on yourself. Let me show you from the side. And yourself. And you. Okay, several times. Now do the same stretch, but by your toes. That's the position. Put the palm of your hand on your fingers and pull them towards you. And change. That's good. We've reset. And when our wrists are already warmed up, stretched out, let's do some inward rotating movements. Wrist inward. As you can see, it's nothing complicated, and you don't have to set aside any special time for these exercises. Just find moments during the day when you can work with it. Now put the hands together. And let's put a little bit of pressure, too, and turn. Turn it in. Inhale, exhale, give. Inhale, fill, exhale, give. That's right here. With effort, just feel how the wrists are stretched. And on yourself. Gently, calmly, without fuss. Good. And one more interesting exercise, which will make you think and concentrate. Maybe it won't work right away. That's okay. Here we put our wrists together and start rotating them in a figure of 8 so that they don't come apart. Here the wrists are joined. Then the figure of 8 continues and goes down. Again, you don't separate the wrists. It's as if they're coming together either on the inside or the outside. And then we can speed up this movement and do it in different planes. Your hands will be flexible. And so will your mind. I hope you found something useful in this lesson. Something you can take into your knowledge box and into your regular practice. In the meantime, practice all these exercises for a few days, and then you choose the best for you. Thank you. So, you already know how to prepare your space. You know the safety technique, how to prepare your hands, how to move in the massage. But there's another very important element, which is your internal attunement. It's what you go into the massage with. It's how you conduct energy. What energy you conduct. Because we can work on our strength. And after that, very often I find that women say, "Oh, I'm getting tired." I did, yes, I got high, but then I felt so tired and frustrated somewhere. You can, so to speak, connect to the divine stream. Ask it to be present in the process. And then you will already be a conductor of energy. You will not be its source. And how to do that, we're going to figure out in this lesson. Now I suggest you do such a little rehearsal. Let's say, imagine the process of starting a massage, and I'll walk you through with my voice what your setup might be. It's just an example. Don't take it as such a template. You can take just the structure that first we go to our higher powers, then we go to our heart, our uterus, and having connected with all these centers, then we already go into the massage. But the powers you turn to are your powers, the ones you believe in. How you feel your heart better, how you connect with it, only you know. Maybe you picture it as a warm, soft kitten. Maybe you see it as different colors of the rainbow. Maybe it's just a feeling. Find your own images through which you will connect. And now I'm going to share these 3 points of reference on which your attunement is created. The first is to reach out to a higher power. The second is connecting with your heart and feeling how your heart pours into your hands. And you don't massage with your hands, you massage with your heart. The third is your relaxed, calm, deep breathing, through which you enter your silence. And out of that silence you already create your dance. Let's begin. Find a secluded place for you. Close your eyes. And for the next 3 minutes, let the outside world not exist for you. There is only my voice and your feeling. I hope you're ready, and we can begin. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in with your mouth and exhale through your mouth. Take another inhale and exhale. Another inhale and a relaxed exhale. Feel the places that may be tense. Release that tension through the breath. And now imagine a gentle blue sky overhead. Nice warm rays of light coming down from it and warming. Illuminating your beautiful feminine body. Feel the earth beneath you. Its support, its stability. And you are between heaven and earth. In a woman's body, in a woman's incarnation. With the next exhalation, go to your heart area. Feel it. At least hear its heartbeat. At least hear it beating in your chest. From the space of your heart, turn to the higher powers that you are addressing. Ask for their presence, for support. Let them guide and direct you and the process in the best and highest way possible. Feel your heart pour into your right and left hand. Breathe through your palms. Feel them become hot and vibrating. And with the next exhalation, bring your attention down to your belly. Feel your hips. Feel your uterus, the center of your feminine power, your truth, your creative energy and strength. Feel the warmth there. Some impulse. And start transforming that impulse into movement. As if your hips and you begin to dance. Dance, pushing off the ground. Dance from the coccyx itself. This dance and movement goes all the way down your spine. Feel your pure intention. Your loving heart and your filled uterus connected into one channel. And you are a conduit of divine healing energy. It is from this state that you are ready to go into massage. It is this state that will make your massage a meditation. An improvisation. This state will allow you to feel the present moment. Further, during the massage process, keep that feeling, keep that attunement. You don't have to think about it all the time. You set it in your attunement, and then it works. This mindset will make your massage a meditation, helping you to feel deeply connected to yourself throughout the process. Take a breath. Exhale. Fold your arms in Namaste. And thank the higher powers to whom you have turned. You may open your eyes. I hope you felt that state, that calmness, that power coming through you. That loving kindness that pours from your heart into your hands. And it's very important to keep this mood throughout the entire massage and to close it correctly at the end. You'll learn how to close it in the final lessons. Do you feel the warmth? Thank you for accepting it. I welcome you to a lesson that deals with safety techniques. And I want you to take it before you start your massage. Because in my live trainings, I encounter that women have these fears. The fear of hurting your partner, of injuring yourself in some way. The fear of doing something wrong. Those who already have knowledge of energy are afraid to take on the tension or that heavy energy that is unblocked during the massage. All of these fears are divided into 3 levels: physical, psycho-emotional, and energetic. And the safety lesson will also be based on the discovery of all 3 of these aspects. Let's start with the physical level. And it's very simple. You just need to know that the technique massage is a dance of love is designed for women who fit into the weight category of up to 100 kilograms. If you fit within that range, no matter how much weight you carry, no matter how much pressure you apply, you won't be able to hurt, it won't be traumatic. So that knowledge closes that fear. But, of course, there are those red areas that we don't push. We skip them or just touch them gently. These are the areas of the hamstring, the elbow, and the lower back. The physical level is taken care of. I hope you remembered, because here it's simple: avoid pressure on your joints and keep yourself in shape. On the psycho-emotional level, there's the fear of doing something wrong. And that's where this arrangement with your partner will help you. You can always voice that. Honey, if you don't like this movement or something is wrong, you can always tell me about it. It's time for you, for your pleasure, for your enjoyment. And he can say is something unpleasant, that it hurts. Because we are all individual anyway, and maybe some movements will not fit, but I almost never encountered that. And the same way, on the other hand, there are movements that like and are more pleasurable. And you can emphasize that, too, by saying, you can say you like it, and I'll give it more time, more attention. You can do more repetitions. So that's the kind of little arrangement that you voice before the massage. I think you can do that during the first massage or the second massage, and then it's just natural, you don't have to voice it every time. It's such a way of establishing a feedback loop. And I also want to point out that your partner, and you tell him that, can go to the bathroom if he wants to. because it is uncomfortable for him, and I have often noticed that men tolerate it for fear of violating this space of magic, for fear of somehow disrupting or stopping you. So this is also a point that you can correctly voice for yourself. We've taken apart the physical level, the psycho-emotional level. And let's move on to safety techniques on the energetic level. There will be more information here, and I ask you not to neglect it either. Because I want that after the massage, not only the man feels inspired, filled up, but you also keep the state of lightness, calmness. And the next day you will not feel like a sack of potatoes that took all the tension that was in the man's body. And as far as this part is concerned, I find that women have fears of taking on some tension of energetic entities that come out during the massage. But you already know the basic principles of Tantra. These are the principles on which this massage technique is based: breathing, movement, and sound, if you can afford it. With the help of breathing and movement, you just transform and bring out the tension that comes out of your partner's body. If you only move your hands, then it's accumulated in your hands. If you're not breathing, it stays in your body. So don't neglect the preparatory lessons when we do the movements in conjunction with the breath. This will allow the energy of your body to turn on and, so to speak, to clean itself. The second thing that helps you protect your energy and not waste your energy resource is to tune into the divine healing channel. I've already shared the attunement with you, and if you can move your ego away a little bit, and let the divine channel flow through you. Pour out of your hands. Then no energetic entities or anything will be able to hurt you. Also, if you remember, I told you about creating an atmosphere and talking about how it's a good idea to wash before you go for a massage. Water is also cleansing. The candles that burn in the space are also cleansing. And at the end, your gratitude closes this process ecologically. And also in my full course I share special yantras, such tantric positions, which not only create a dome of security, they also accumulate the energy that is born in your massage. And it starts to work with even greater force for the partners. But this is such a different level. Here you just need to remember about the attunement. About the release of tension during the massage, and about the completion with gratitude and an appeal to the higher forces at the end of the massage. Then this process on the level of energy will be complete. One more important point. Already after the completion of the entire massage, when you have thanked and closed the space, go and take ablutions again. Cleanse your body again with water. You can say something to yourself there. I say, let's say that, water, wash away everything foreign and unnecessary from me. You can take that for yourself, too. And don't use any Parios you've used before. Cover your partner each time with a clean sari. This is also very important, because things take on a part of the energy, which is released. And I also want to tell you about the pitfalls that you can also encounter in the process of massage. After the massage, or in general in your reflections. The first pitfall is the ego. I already told you that if you can push it away, you will become a conduit for the divine healing stream. And if you even believe that, but have doubts, I just invite you to do it. Just go into an experiment like this. Do a massage with attunement, do a massage without attunement, and see how you feel. Because your personal experience is so much more valuable, so much more powerful, will nourish you than a woman's words from your phone screen. The second pitfall is the exchange, give and take. Let's be honest. Neither I nor you are a holy woman. And very often in life we are faced with the fact that if we give something, we also want to get something. Or we hope to get something in some distant perspective. And this moment, too, must be decided internally for ourselves. Let's look at an example. Let's say you want to go to some restaurant that interests you. And you go for a massage on the fact that here, after the massage you fill a man up, and he will take you to your favorite restaurant. But there's a question. How is he supposed to know that that's where you want to go or that's what you want? Of course, you have to talk about it. This is the pitfall we solve. We dissolve with the help of what we voice to men, and in general in life to people, voice our desires, what we want. Often women resent men for not doing what they want. But men don't even know what we want, because we keep quiet and only think about it there to ourselves. And it probably won't happen from the first massage, and the effect has to be cumulative. The man has to have a resource, so to speak, a desire to do something for you. And when that desire is nurtured, he already knows, because you voiced it to him. And he will buy something for you, he will take you where you want to go. It's important to avoid the following these thoughts that you want something during the massage. Because in the process of the massage, it will just be a huge dark cloud over you. And a man on a physical level will get high. And somewhere on another level he will realize that something is expected and something is wanted from him. So, please, for the duration of the massage, remove all your expectations and give yourself to this process unconditionally. Well, and then you can always say what you want. I hope I've made this clear to you. Let's summarize our lesson. 1. You're not afraid of hurting your partner because your weight is less than 100 pounds. You don't put pressure on your joints and you voice the importance of feedback before the massage. You make arrangements with your partner to give feedback if they feel uncomfortable or pleasant. On the energy level, you wash. Call on the higher powers. Apply candles to the space. Close the space with gratitude. After the massage, you also wash and wipe the bedspread that you were lying on and that you were covering with. And you do it all unconditionally. Simply because you have enough love, enough tenderness, beauty, affection, energy to fill your partner. Remember this. You are a strong, fulfilled, radiating joy and light woman. You are.
Welcome to a practical lesson. And in the next lessons, we will gradually learn massage of different parts of the body, starting from the foot, moving to the legs, buttocks, back, arms and head. And at the end, you'll already have such a complete diagram of how to connect all these movements. Well, and let's start with the foot. Here all the work is going, as I said, with the base of the palm. We bring our attention to the base of the palms and put them on the center of the foot, bringing the weight smoothly. Taking the weight away and putting it back in the center. By bringing the weight and shifting the center, the pressure is going. As you can see, this is similar to the basic exercises we did in the previous lessons. And now you're already including them into your massage. Next, slowly try to move your palms to the heels, to the periphery of the foot. The inside and the outside parts. When you feel that there is enough movement and warmth has come to your feet, you can gently caress them and slowly take one foot. Sit down as you feel comfortable and put the foot on your thigh. Now we're going to work in a more precise way and include the big toe. Here are the lines we're going to work with. The outer one on the periphery, the middle one, and the inner one on the periphery, somewhere dividing the foot into 3 parts. The pressure is also going by weight transfer. Find the point. The first point will be on the outside under the heel. Start to knead the points in a circular movement. 1, 2, 3. We make gentle circular movements in the body, which are already transferred to the hand. Moving lower, down the center of the foot on the outer part. And the last point closer to the base of the little finger. Now going in a line down the center.
Центру. Один. Два.
2 and 3. The first point is under the heel. Moving lower to the center. And the third point at the base of the middle toe. Now around the periphery of the inside of the foot. First point under the heel. And at the base of the big toe. Breathing calm, soft. All attention in your movement to the touch. When we've worked through all the points, gently push through the foot. Any movement, basically a transitioning movement, you can use stroking. And the last points with the foot will be on the outside, at the base of the heel. You take your two thumbs and start as if to connect. With the thumbs, we pinch the base of the heel inward. Here we're just squeezing the points and gentle pressure. Clamping. Next, we're going to work on the joint. Here you have to put your foot in a position where it's perpendicular to the floor. You grab the heel with the palm of your hand.
Ты захватываешь ладонью пяточку. И все предплечье
And put your whole forearm on the foot.
кладешь на стопу. И очень
And very, very gently you start to lower your elbow.
опускать локоть.
When you feel there's enough tension, you gently come back down,
Общаешься.
and down again, and you come back.
Ты можешь
Now you can add wiggling.
вдвойне.
And when you feel this movement well, you can do a circular rotation first with the joint, and then complete the rotation in the knee.
Круговое вращение сначала.
The movement is very gentle. Feel the amplitude.
Вращение в колене. Движение очень мягкое, чувствуем амплитуду.
Do not need to go beyond the extreme points of tension, but very, very gently rotate the joint.
Очень-очень мягко.
Go back into the up and down movement again.
Снова возвращайся в движение вверх и вниз.
And gently take the foot so that the foot lift lies in your palms.
Так что
See, the hands are open, and with the other fingers we're going to run a line down the center of the foot again, squeezing the whole foot toward the center.
и остальными пальцами мы снова проходим линию по центру стопы. Всю стопу сжимая к центру.
Don't stop wiggling the foot and you move yourself. And all the toes inward. Now the same movement, but now we're opening the foot outward, and here your thumbs press on the instep of the foot, and opening it outward.
Здесь твои большие пальцы упираются в подъем.
The other fingers help.
Раскрывают его наружу. Остальные пальчики помогают.
And now let's try to just squeeze the foot as you want, without any sequence, wherever you want.
Без какой-либо последовательности. В любом месте, где тебе хочется. Не забывай.
Not forgetting your movement, and not including your hand strength.
Силу рук. Просто
Just by the tension.
согрей пяточки.
Warm your heel. And with stroking, bring the foot back.
Погладь всю ногу от бедра.
Stroke the entire foot from the thigh. And this is where you can move on to the next foot. The switch is soft. First you touch the other foot and let the foot you were working with before. So that the movement is inseparable, as if one flows into the other.
Неразрывно, как будто бы единое одно перетекает в другое.
And here we begin again to work through the lines from the periphery. The outer part, the center of the foot, and the inner part with the thumbs.
Центр стопы и внутренняя часть большими пальцами.
The first point is under the heel. Now I'm going to go through them a little bit faster. We went over them in more detail in the first example. The center of the foot. And the third point at the base of the little finger. I remind you that it's important to watch your movement, breathing, and attention.
Движением, дыханием и вниманием.
We've gone through the center of the foot and now on the inside a point under the heel, in the center and closer to the base of the big toe.
Точка под пяткой, по центру и ближе к основанию большого пальца.
Stroking as a transitional movement. Clamp the base of the heel. And we move on to working with the joint. First, it is important to feel how much you can lower the elbow. Feel the strength of the pressure, which will not make you uncomfortable. And then gently move on to the rotations. During the rotation, you can also simply squeeze the foot in the sequence that suits you. Here already includes your feeling, your desire, and, of course, the skill. If there are movements that you are confident in, you can also include them in your massage. First you go with your toes, squeezing the foot inward, and then opening outward. Gently placed and stroked from the thigh and removed straight to the fingertips. It is very important to complete the movement by reaching right past the ends. It won't be right if you finish your stroking somewhere on the heel, the movement will feel incomplete. Go straight to the toes, all the way to the tips. And the same with the other parts of the body, the head, the ears, the hands. These are a few basic movements that you can do while working with your feet.
Working with the feet, we apply the same basic concept, rocking and transferring the weight of the body. But here it goes like this. We wrap our arms around the muscle from the inside out. And during the weight transfer, it's as if we're opening the muscle outward. Here you can see. There mustn't be any direct pressure on the muscle. It will cause an uncomfortable movement, and it will also feel too hard on the bone. So make the gentle movement, turn the muscle outward. Also remember the safety lesson, we don't put pressure on the joints. In this case, we just gently touch or go through. But it's better to touch and give that spot attention so that we don't leave it empty, too. Let's connect these movements with the feet. First, do 3 wiggles. Transferring the weight, giving pressure to the feet, and then gently transition. Go up alternately from the Achilles. Very, very slowly at first. Feel how you're putting your hand, how your weight is transitioning, where your weight is coming from. If you feel insecure or have any fears that your partner is hurting, you can ask him about it and he'll give you feedback. Maybe he's not getting enough of that pressure and you can carry the weight harder. Going to the hips, you're also lifting your own hips, and that adds to the pressure. Remember that we don't bend our elbows when the weight is on the supporting arm. The elbow stays straight. And this is where you can just roll over. Remember that the movement comes from the hip. Hopefully, you've already practiced this in previous lessons. Gently go back down, without weight touching where the joints are. And go the Achilles. Please note that the movements are alternating. There is no simultaneous pressure. First one hand, then the other hand. Also, the pressure in the calf area is differently for everyone else. Therefore, for someone it will be pleasant if the weight is transferred completely, for someone it will be painful. Calves are a very sensitive area, so here it is better to clarify with your partner what kind of pressure is pleasant for him. On the thighs, don't be afraid to give your weight completely. Hopefully, you have already felt how to work with the weight. Next, let's incorporate breathing into this movement. On the inhale, you're withdrawing. It's like you're gaining strength, becoming light, airy, and on the exhale, you're getting heavier. And again on the inhale you become light, and on the exhale you get heavier. With the breath, your movement will slow down even more. And here, please feel your body. Some days it will want to move in a circle, some days it will just move side to side. Some days it will move back and forth. Here it's important to get in tune with yourself so that first of all you're comfortable, you're calm, you feel confident and relaxed. And then we go back to the Achilles. Here we don't touch the feet anymore. Each time we go from the Achilles to the buttocks. You can finish the movement by stretching. You put the base of your palm under the gluteal fold. There you feel that hip bone, and you put the center of your palm in it, and the other hand on the Achilles, and very gently do the stretching, as if your hands are spreading apart. Again, it's done by weight. I exhale and gently return. And again, I remove the movement by stroking down to my fingertips. We have already worked on the feet, on the legs, and now we move on to the buttocks. Firstly, we work with the area of the buttock folds. Just as in the previous movement, we rest the center of the palm on the hip bones under the gluteal folds. Go into child's pose, relax the neck and stretch your spine. The arms goes forward and the coccyx backward. Due to this, there is a gentle pressure. You don't need any extra effort, this pressure will be enough. And as you breathe in, gently return. You can switch near the hips, buttocks. Again, we put the hands under the buttocks and a gentle pressure. We relax the back, the neck. This is a very nice movement. Your shoulder blades and lumbar area are stretched here. You can gently roll from one hand to the other. Go back. Repeat each movement 3 or 4 times. Or more, as you feel your weight. Next, we move on to the points that are already directly on the buttocks. And here we need to put the base of the palm directly on the center of the buttocks. Find a position so that you are comfortable and your hands didn't slide down. When you have found this position, exhale again, relax. On the inhale, you shift your weight, and on the exhale, you lower your hips and sag up. And exhale again, the pressure is gone. Inhale, exhale, give pressure again. Pay attention to your hips. I'm not holding them. I'm letting them go completely. Your elbows are straight. And in this movement there is a very strong load on the wrist. So the wrist should also be kneaded. You have exercises on how to do this. But at the same time, here is also a training of the wrist, so do not neglect these exercises. Again, inhale and exhale, pressure. The hands are a little bit in front of you. So it's like we're pulling the lower back down. and back. Good. So we stroked down to the fingertips. The third movement will be touching the sacrum. The sacrum is a powerful bone. Don't confuse it with the coccyx. Coccyx is the very, very edge bone, and here we work with the sacrum. We put the center of the palm of our hand on the sacrum. One foot stays between your partner's legs, and we take the other foot out. You can put it in that position, or you can put it on your knee, as you like. And if you put it on your knee, it has more powerful pressure. If you put it in 90 degrees, there's less pressure, but it's a more stable position for you. I'll stay in that position. Center of the palm on the sacrum, the other hand on top. And this is where you start to rotate your hips. Notice that it's not your hands that start the movement, it's your hips that start the movement. That momentum carries over to your hands. Look closely. Here, in this movement, I am not present. My body is not working. There's just 20% work going on here. Once I include my whole body, it's a completely different feeling and a completely different quality of movement. Also, there is one more variant of this movement. When you sit on your partner's calf and also start moving. But this movement happens more inside. But it's also in sync with your hands. And I'll show for those who have chosen the kneeling position, it's the same. There is a rotation of the hips. And look closely, my spine is fully engaged up to the top of my head. It's not just a rotation in the hips only, it's a rotation in the whole body, with the momentum coming from the hips. And here you can feel the warmth that has gathered between your sacrum and your palm. Concentrate completely on that warmth. Gently, softly complete the movement, stop it. And with your attention, run the warmth from the sacrum very slowly along the entire spine. Go straight out over the top of the head. Repeat 3 times. That's good. Okay. And now let's combine everything we've been doing into this one scheme. We're going to work with the feet and the legs and the buttocks, but it's going to be like one movement. The feet will go toward the buttocks, and so we'll connect each movement in turn. We'll start with the feet. 3 gentle wiggles, pressure on the feet. Moving alternately, turning the muscles outward toward the buttocks. More pressure on the thighs. Now the first movement with the gluteal muscles, palms under the gluteal folds and stretch. As you breathe in, come back and go down. Reaching the Achilles, going up again, turning the muscles outward, passing the joints gently. More pressure on the hips. And on the second time, put your hands on the buttocks and let go of the hips. Then bend the spine. Breathing out. As we breathe in, we rise and bend our backs, letting go of the hips. Then come back down. And when we're going up for the third time, we're going to put our hands on the sacrum, and we're going to warm the sacrum. We leave one leg between the legs and take the other one outside. We start the rotation in the hips. Pass it into your hands. Which gives a soft, pleasant pressure, and work through the sacrum, relaxing it, warming it. Do not forget to breathe and make sure that your back does not strain. You feel comfortable and free. Gently run it along your spine.
After we have worked the legs and buttocks, we can move on to the lower back and the back. To do this, we put down a Perio or whatever we have. Remember that safety-wise, we don't put too much pressure on the lower back. Here we have a gentle pressure and we work the muscles along the spine. There is no direct pressure on the spine itself. Here you can also choose several comfortable positions for yourself. You can either stay completely on your knees so that one foot is inside and the other foot is outside. Or you can choose the classical type position when one leg is 90 degrees and the weight is on the foot. But it's important to make sure that the angle does not go over 90 degrees, so the angle must be blunt so that there is no unnecessary stress on the joint. Here we are, working with the palms of the hands again. Another important point when working with the back is synchronization with the breath. This is where you directly ask your partner to take a deep breath in and out loud. Just like in the basic principle, there's no pressure on the inhale. There's filling on the inhale. And when your partner takes a breath, you just touch with your hands without giving any pressure. When he's done the inhale and starts to exhale, you gently start to transfer your body weight, giving pressure. And at the end you breathe out even more effort, more weight, and you twist your arms in that effort. That's how you twist your arms around your back and pull them down over your ribs. As you do this, you exhale. And with that exhalation, all the tension that you've collected should be given to the ground. Let's try this. Take a breath. And exhale. Very, very gentle pressure on your lower back. Turn your arms and do a withdrawal into the ground. Inhale deeper and go higher. And exhale. As you apply pressure, pull your arms up on top of you. With each movement, go higher and higher, starting at the waist, and reach to the shoulder blades. Another deep breath. The deepest breath. There, and exhale. While pressuring, twist and take it off. And another inhale. No pressure on the inhale, and on the exhale use the weight. As you do this movement, you may sometimes hear this crunch. It's not a big deal, don't be afraid of it. That is just a relaxation of the muscles. And the vertebrae also fall into place and make this characteristic sound. If you're uncomfortable or you feel some tension in your position, you can go even higher. But you can move your leg. Another breath. Here it will depend on the composition of the partner. Exhale. And scrolling, removed. One more breath. And exhale. And at the end, put your arms around your shoulders with your palms. And again, stretch your tailbone, stretch your back, and that's what gives you the tension. With this movement, you relax your shoulders a little. It is convenient to do it from this position. With your fingers, you grip the muscles and pull back your sacrum, pulling your coccyx, stretching your shoulder blades. Here you're stretching your shoulder blades and relaxing your partner's shoulders. And this is where we already take this movement off your hands to your fingertips. With the back, we have one basic technique. But if you perform it correctly and synchronize your breathing, your partner's breathing and pressure, it will produce a very powerful and quite deep relaxing effect. Next, we move on to the hands. And here the principle of movement is similar to how we worked with the feet. Here we also turn the muscles outward. And then we go to the elbows gently. And then we work with the palms. Now that you have worked on your back, relaxed your shoulders, let's go to your arms. You grip the muscles with the palm of your hand and turn it outward, giving your full weight. On the elbows, we don't do any pressure. And on the forearms, you can give even more pressure. It feels very good. And here you do not hurt or make uncomfortable, even if you press wrongly or distribute your weight in the wrong way. This is a good area to practice to feel how your center works. Moving on to the palms. Here we put the center of our palms in the center of our partner's palms, apply pressure, and rotate our palms. We rotate in the pressure, and in the pressure we take the pressure off the fingers. When we've taken it off, we shake that tension off our hands because we've worked hard enough. We've pressed. Our hands are also a little tired, and we need to shake that off. Again, pressure, twisting and pulling. Take it off, and off. Here you can also just give pressure at the same time. Gently rolling over. And reinforce this with perpendicular pressure. With the center of the palm opening the partner's palm. Here the work is done with the bases of the thumbs and little fingers. When your palms are warm and you feel that there is enough attention, you can go back up, also moving alternately, and ending the movement again by relaxing the shoulders. That's the end of the back and arms. To keep the warmth in, it's better to cover the body again, and after that we can move on to the head. When you've done all the previous exercises, gently move to your head. Here, too, sit so that you are comfortable. Maybe you need to use extra cushions, you can use them. Maybe you can sit comfortably in this way that your knees are not burdened. Or like this, also quite a comfortable position. Maybe someone will be comfortable to sit in a Turkish way. Choose a comfortable position for yourself, so that you also feel your weight. Feel how the force of your weight is transferred to the pressure through your hands. For me, this position is comfortable. Here, take the base of the palm again and put it on the trapezius. And with an exhalation, give the weight, give the pressure, and kind of pull that trapezius down. The movement goes from the neck down to the shoulder blades. There's a natural gliding motion, and just a little bit, and you're pulling the rest of the fingers up on the muscle below. Notice that my other hand is just lying very gently, without pressure. You can put it in any other comfortable place, but let it be in contact. Again, go under your collarbone and clasp the trapezius muscle, and squeeze it down with your weight. Inhale, light exhale pressure. Inhale and exhale. Pressure, and also notice that we're working with the shoulder free of the chin. So it's not comfortable to work with this shoulder. And this movement gently transitions into a neck extension. This is where you lead your hand tightly from the shoulder to the neck. And immediately, to make the movement feel uninterrupted, the other hand is included. Position your hand so that your fingers are looking down. And it's not gentle stroking, it's pulling. The pulling occurs as I lean back, as if I'm trying to linger, as if I'm trying to grasp the neck. And this movement turns into kneading the occipital tubercles. And work with the skull and the hairline. And here we do these tight elastic fingers. And they begin to move the skin. You have to feel the skin moving across the skull. Move your hands so that it's not in the same spots, but constantly different. Here again, you can turn on the uninterrupted stroking. Notice that one movement doesn't end with the abrupt start of the next movement. One movement transitions into another, so that it is like an uninterrupted flow. And here we are already working with the occipital fossa. You can find it in yourself first. It's at the junction of the spine and the skull. If you don't feel the fossa, first find the tubercles. They are more obvious, and between them you will find the fossa. In Chinese tradition, this point is called Fang Fu, and it helps relieve mental tension. It also relieves headaches. So you can take note of that, and if you or your partner has a headache, you can work on that and the pain goes away. How do we work with this point? We find it first and then we gently begin to twist into it. But again, it's not just the hand we're twisting in. It's the whole body, and you increase the pressure gradually. When you feel that the pressure is already maximal, you stop in that pressure. Close your eyes and start breathing into that point. And here there may be a feeling of such expansion, as if you yourself are falling into some infinity. Let that happen. And when you feel that the contact is enough, gently begin to narrow this space. In the beginning, you were expanding it with your breath. And now you come back, center yourself. And when you come back, gently, softly come out of the touch. Next, we have work with the ears and the area under the auricle. While you're kneading your head, you can remove the hair under the ear bone and starting at the top of the ear. Use your thumb to go from the top of the ear down the bone to the jawbone. This is where you're going to feel that soft spot. Don't press into it, and when you get to it, just go back. Notice that here you're working with the hand that's closer to your shoulder, free of your chin. Because if you do it with the other hand, your fingers will be on your face, and it won't feel as nice. I hope you also notice that your body is still included in the process. You're not just doing it with your hand. You're doing it with your whole body. I emphasize this very often because it's a basic principle. Once you master it, you will feel a state of calm, meditation, relaxation in the massage. This will be transmitted to your partner, and he will feel the same. Next is the oracle itself. And here we just go over it with our fingers and knead it as you like. The main thing is that it should be gentle and in the same calm, slow rhythm, because if we were slow and calm here, and we start to fuss here, this will knock your partner out of relaxation, put him back into some kind of fuss. Turn on his thoughts, and just this movement will be disharmonious. So it's important to make sure that the rhythm remains as slow and smooth. In my live training sessions, this is the movement where girls start fussing most often. Next, we warm up the oracle. This movement, I call it fork, where you hold the top part of the ear with one hand, and between your index and middle finger you run your fingers over the eardrum, gently squeezing the fingers. This creates such a nice friction and warms the oracle. Gently move out of this motion. Moving on to your forehead. Take your middle finger, index finger, and ring finger. Put the middle one at the point between your eyebrows to an arrow. And very, very gently and slowly you start to move to the hairline. At the hair growth line, you clamp the point, give a little more pressure, and then take it off and shake it off. Remember I told you that the space is supposed to have candles burning in it. And so what you took off, what you shook off, you shake off into the candle fire. You can also imagine that you're shaking off attitudes, bad ideas, outdated plans, everything that is a burden in your head and takes the place of something newer, fresher, more interesting. Thus you calm the mental noise, give a state of calm, relaxation. And to finish, do some more gentle stroking. You can just hold your hands on your head or wherever you feel it. You may want to touch your heart area, your shoulder blades. Trust your intuition. the wisdom of your body. And at the end, stay in that touch in silence. Mentally, you can thank your partner for the fact that he entrusted you with the most precious thing, his body. Your massage ends with gratitude. Also, don't forget to thank the higher powers that you addressed at the beginning, and yourself. our training with you is coming to an end. And in this lesson, I want to share my knowledge of how to work with energy to realize intention. How the energy that is born during the massage can be used for the realization of some plans, desires, both your personal and those you are going for in a couple. Putting the intention takes place in the moment after you have turned to your higher forces. You then say within yourself that, I ask you to direct the energy that you are accumulating into realization. And you say what you want. It's important that this intention doesn't interfere with the other person's will. I have already talked about this in the previous lessons. But once again, I will focus your attention on this. For example, your man wants to buy some expensive car. And if he only talks about it and does nothing, then this intention will violate his will, because he has not moved into the action phase. But if he can already put it off somehow, maybe he's already choosing a brand and doing some steps and actions towards his dream, then you can nourish and fill him up. And you just talk it through and it will already work. That's enough. Hopefully the intention is clear. And now we can move on to the differences between the Taoist and Tantric traditions. Tantra and Tao work with inner energy, but there are differences in where that energy is directed. Look, Tao came from China, and this tradition, you could even say a science, was developed to maintain the longevity of the emperor. Maintaining health, a high level of mental activity, and, in principle, a high level of vitality. And it's also important to note that all of this was taught to the emperor by concubines. So if you take away sexual Tao, because there are different levels, it was from the concubines. So our task as women is to bring men to the sensuality, to the high level of energy, to open his potential of power of life. And so if you take Tantra, this knowledge came to us from India. And India is known as a highly spiritual country. And there they do not care about the body. There are no problems to prolong life. And the body is strong. In Tantra, the emphasis is on subtle perception, on the soul, on the heart, on opening of the heart potential. And here also the knowledge of Tantra is carried by the women, who devote their lives to serve this tradition. They live only in temples, and at the higher levels, this knowledge is carried by men and women through the priestesses who serve in the temples of Tantra. And these are also women. If we take the energy centers that each tradition emphasizes, the Tao is of course the lower Dantian, the accumulator of life force, life energy, and everything. All the practices that are related to the Taoist tradition are related to the accumulation of energy, and it is in the lower center. And then, of course, rising into the heart and over the top of the head. But we'll just stop here for now. And before you finish the massage, You can put your hands on your partner's lower center, that's the area under your belly button, and just be present. Just breathe through that center and imagine the power and energy flowing into that center. And then do rotations. It's accepted to do 36 rotations clockwise and counterclockwise. But you can do at least 9. And if you want to work with the opening of the feelings, with the emotions more through Tantra, you put your hands on the heart center. And you are also present in it. Very carefully, very sensitively. You can add the emotions here that you want to fill your partner with. You can smile inside, be inspired, grateful, and what you will be experiencing will all be gathering already in your partner's heart center. Knowing the differences between the Taoist and Tantric tradition, you can use either one or the other, depending on the request and feeling of what the man needs now, what your couple needs now, and of course, you can combine and complete the massage by collecting energy in both the dantian and the heart center, and about how to distribute energy throughout the body, in which directions energy flows, I already tell you in my more complete programs, which you can also go to if you are interested in learning about this topic and want to discover this knowledge and use it in your life. Also in text format, I have prepared for you knowledge about marmas. This is knowledge from the Ayurvedic tradition. They are such, we can say, erogenous points, erogenous zones, which by activating in a certain sequence can help to achieve this maximum arousal, so that it was easier for you to perceive it. I've made it in a text format with pictures, so that you can just look at these places and define them for yourself. And you can include this both in the massage and already just in your intimate life. Let's recap. What if you want to direct the energy for health, longevity, strength? Then, before the end of the massage, you accumulate the energy in the lower dantian and fold your hands under your partner's navel. And if you want to open up the sensual sphere, open up the heart, love, then it's a presence in the heart. And if you want to direct energy to the realization of your plans, you make this intention before the massage, and you ask the higher powers to direct energy to that point. That moment that you want to come to. Remember that you can use this knowledge not only in massage, but simply in life. Putting your hands on your heart, embracing your partner, smiling inside, you can lower the level of some irritation, tension, and fill his aura, your aura, with tenderness, care, and love. Thank you.